Holy fuck, baby, we're back. Okay, I'm no longer sick. I've finally overcome my sickness. I've defeated it. I'm chilling now. I had this horrible like infection in my body. It was so bad. I have coughed up so much sick. It was horrible. But finally, we're back. Today we're going to be doing finally coming back. We're going to be doing the Rotten God. Just a little breakdown just to get back into the swing of things. This is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. He's amazing. He's really cool. He's got cool abilities. He's really strong. He's a high tier. What is the highest tier that's available? The highest tier is tier 8, which would be the yeah. So he's only 2 tiers below the strongest characters in the game. So like, yeah, that's awesome. Even debatably also on the same level of one of the strongest characters in the game, being the enemy of humanity. Anyway, let's not get into that. The Rotten God will do some breakdown of some of his abilities before he awakens. Let's look at his head first. His first ability is Silent Prayer. The Rotten God aura disintegrates flesh of nearby humans. Effects become more powerful if the enemies have open wounds. The power scales with the user's PS, and it does not affect zombies. It should say it does not affect undead creatures because there are undead creatures here that aren't zombies that aren't affected. That's the whole point. But it doesn't affect like zombie-like characters that have been brought back from the dead. Costs 2 energy per second. And next up is the Rotten Nimbus. It's a unique passive ability. Upon death, the Nimbus brings its user back to life, absorbing the damage into itself. So whenever the Rotten God dies, he has a special ability that this Nimbus here, his halo, will absorb all the damage that it's taken. Eventually, the Nimbus gets weaker and weaker until it can no longer sustain any more damage. And then when he dies, he finally dies, you know? I think the last ability is just in his hands, right? Yep. The Corpus Tuum, which bursts enemy skin with rotworms and parasites on hit. This just like infects a person. Like it burns. It just makes them have like here. I'll just show you what it looks like. Like it looks like this. Like it looks like that. It just makes his rotten ability work better. It's meant to work in conjunction with the rotten ability that he already has. Because remember, as I said before, it works faster on creatures with open wounds. All this does is infect him and make the wounds open up even faster. Oh my God! I should do a video explaining power sensitivity. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to know what power sensitivity does, or if you guys already know. I don't know if it's something people know or not, but I feel like some people might just have some trouble with that. So if anybody's having any trouble with that, let me know, and I'll make a video about that for y'all. Because I know I know how it does. It's just I shouldn't do it in this video because it's about the Rotten God. Anyway, now that you've seen his abilities, let's throw a normal person at him again. This aura here, this little area near the Rotten God, will make living creatures rot. And you see how much faster he started rotting when that happened? Oof. God, that's disgusting. Anyway, now let's awaken him. We'll see what his abilities do. We'll see his new ability. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what happens to the Nimbus, which is this. Remember, Rotten Nimbus. This will bring him back to life. Let's just shoot him. Okay, he's dead. You can see it. But now, the Nimbus will bring him back to life. Nimbus is fading. The Rotten God aura has weakened. So what happens is he starts losing some of his strength because the Nimbus is absorbing it. The Nimbus is weakened. The aura is fading. I think this might be the last time it works. Oh, no, Kaka. And that's it. He no longer has it. The Nimbus can't hold his damage anymore, and now the aura around him is weak. So now, even a normal person will die very, very, very slowly. Instead of rotting and, you know, his aura and his Nimbus have been weakened. He no longer really has the power to do that much harm because he's missing his Nimbus. Even with open wounds, it still takes a long time for them to actually rot. And this is the weakest human. This guy doesn't have any extra energy, and he still isn't rotten yet. So, you know, you can see without his Nimbus, he loses a lot of his power, you know? I wonder if you can awaken him after having his Nimbus. You can. I wouldn't recommend doing that, though, because he's still really weak. Alright, now let's get a new Rotten God up in here. Let's awaken him. Boom. Now let's look at his new power. Let's make sure he didn't... It's only in his head, right? Yep, okay. This one here is called Arise. On activation, implant rotworms to nearby dead humans, making them puppets of the user. This essentially resurrects any of the rotten corpses that he creates. So let's say like this. Let's say where they die. I've infected them, so when they die, they should come back up. And now they can't hurt him. They're his puppets. So now they're just zombies who are being mind controlled by the Rotten God. That's his newest power. They're pretty damn strong. Like, you know, for such a weak guy, that's a pretty decent amount of like damage that he can take. That's really it. The Rotten God can do other things. You can fuse him with other people to do some crazy shit. He's really cool. He's one of my favorites because it's such a simple ability, but it just does so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just such a... He's just one of my favorite characters. He's just so cool. And that's really it. That's all I have for the Rotten God. Those are all his powers. That's how you use him. If you guys want, you guys can go into the game, experiment with him, see how he does, see what he does. Try and mix powers, mix and match them, see how they work, and yeah, that's honestly, it was a pretty short video today. Sorry for the short video, and now that I'm no longer sick, I'll make sure to be back and be posting shit really soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys can enjoy the information that I've given you. See ya.